Sarah Maynard was found tied up in the basement of a man's home after her family was kidnapped. We're going to talk to her exclusively in a moment. But first, Natalie is back with her story. Natalie?
Well, Meredith, these horrible crimes gripped the country. A mother and her 2 children missing, along with a family friend, for several days. And in the end, only one of them survived. She's been called the epitome of bravery, 13-year-old Sarah Maynard.
Yeah, I'm brave because people ask me a lot of questions and I tell them about what happened.
What happened was a brutal home invasion in which her mother, 11-year-old brother Kody, and a family friend were savagely murdered.
Very few cases in Ohio history that I can think of that are this bad.
Last November, police were called when Tina Herrmann did not show up for her job at Dairy Queen. She, her 2 children, and a family friend named Stephanie Sprang had vanished, leaving a terrifying clue behind. Police discovered large amounts of blood inside their Ohio home, but no sign of the 4.
I have never experienced a case this big, this serious, and this tragic.
Investigators and volunteers combed the area. 4 days after the 4 disappeared, a break in the case. Police arrested a 30-year-old unemployed tree trimmer named Matthew Hoffman after he was spotted suspiciously buying a tarp at Walmart. In his basement, they found Sarah bound and gagged on top a makeshift bed of leaves. Authorities say she'd been imprisoned and repeatedly assaulted for 4 days. Miraculously, she was still alive.
For her to survive the wrath of his evil and to be sitting here next to me today, it's just incredible.
Hoffman's home was a house of horrors, mysteriously filled with leaves filling the living room, bags of leaves floor to ceiling in the bathroom, a peace sign scribbled on a door and a knife, dead squirrels in the freezer, but no trace of the other victims. For 4 days after his arrest, Hoffman refused to tell police what happened to the others, confessing only after prosecutors promised not to seek the death penalty. Finally, he led authorities to the bodies, which he had dismembered and concealed inside a hollow tree.
As elated as we were Sunday morning when Sarah was rescued, I think the tragedy today is just devastating.
In a chilling written confession, Hoffman said, quote, "I did not enter the house to kill those people." Hoffman claimed it was a robbery gone wrong and that he couldn't bring himself to kill her. Hoffman will spend the rest of his life behind bars without the possibility of parole, while young Sarah, the only survivor of this terrible tragedy, works to move on with her life. And Hoffman pleaded guilty to 10 felony counts. In his confession, he told investigators he did not know Sarah or the other victims prior to breaking into their home. Meredith?
Natalie, thank you. Sarah Maynard is with us exclusively along with her dad, Larry. Good morning to you both.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Sarah, I think that you are an incredibly brave young lady, given everything that you have gone through. And I want the audience at home to know that this is something you wanted to do. You wanted to come forward and speak out. I know that you're working with a grief counselor back home, but your family supports this decision to be here. So tell us why you wanted to be here this morning and what it is you want to say.
To let people know how I could survive what he did to me. So I just listened to everything he told me to do
and got through it. Your kidnapper held you for 4 days. It had to be very scary for you. How did you stay strong through all of that, Sarah?
Just hoping someone would find me and so I won't have to live with him again. Or stay there with him.
Yeah, he said during his confession that he admitted that he bound your hands and your feet, but he also said that he made hamburgers for you. How did he act around you? Was he trying to befriend you, or was he constantly threatening you, Sarah?
No, I think he was just trying to say that in his letter to make people think that he felt good about himself, for him to think that he fed me and stuff, and he didn't. He didn't let me shower or do any of that stuff.
Did he just keep you down in his basement, essentially?
Yeah.
And Larry, during all this period, the first 4 days, you didn't know where your children were, where their mother was. That had to be a nightmare for you.
Oh, yeah, it literally was. And it's still a nightmare, every day, knowing that, part of our family's not with us.
He had said during the confession, he said that this was a burglary gone bad. He didn't intend to kill anybody. Do you believe that?
No, I don't. A thief steals and a murderer kills. You know, if he was there to burglarize the home, why did he stake it out the way he did? You know, why did he purchase a knife online a week prior to make an entrance into this home?
You know, we have seen pictures of his home. They've been released, Sarah, and they're just disturbing images of doodles on the wall and those bags and bags of leaves. Even the bed that he had you on supposedly was made out of leaves.
Yeah.
Did he say anything about why that house was filled with leaves to you?
He told me that someone helped him bag the leaves, and so that's why he said he wanted to make my bed comfy, so he just put leaves there so I could sleep on.
You know, the sheriff has since said that Sarah is the epitome of bravery. How would you describe her, Larry?
Definitely. You know, she's even an inspiration to me. You know, me as her father, you know, I'm supposed to be the teacher, you know, of your children. But I think she's taught me far more than I could probably ever teach her about life.
You know, during the sentencing, you wanted to confront your kidnapper, Hoffman. You had a statement written that was read out loud, not by you, but by others. What did you want to say to him, and why was it important for you to face him?
I wanted to tell him that I wasn't scared of him. I just wanted to live my life.
What keeps you strong, Sarah?
Just
And so positive?
Just making my life go on and not thinking about what's happened in the past.
And I know that you have started a nonprofit organization in honor of Tina, Sarah's mom, and your son, Kody.
Correct. It's called the Healing Hearts Foundation. It's strictly a nonprofit organization developed to help victims of violent crimes, such as Sarah. So, you know, we think it's going to be a really good organization, you know, to try to help other families that may possibly go through the same ordeal that Sarah and the rest of our family has gone through.
Yeah, we've learned a lot about your mom and your brother. That your mom was just a real hardworking lady, put you and Kody above everybody else. And Kody at 11 was already sort of the star pitcher on his Little League team. What do you want people to know about your mom and your brother?
Well, Mom, she took really good care of us and made sure we had food and heat and clothes. And Kody, he was just a really good brother, even though we fought a lot.
Well, that's what brothers and sisters do. I know they'd be very, very proud of you. You really are an incredible young lady. Congratulations again.
Thank you.
On the honor roll. That's fantastic. Larry, thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you very much.
Our thoughts and prayers are with both of you and also with the family of Stephanie Sprang as well.
Definitely.
Thank you.
Thank you.